Hello again, everybody. It's Harry Boxer, the Technical Trader. Thursday night, February the 24th. These are the charts of the day. Today, there's quite a few stocks that are either breaking out or looking promising. We wanted to show them to you. Starting off with a new one is ACHN. That's Ashland Pharmaceuticals. But starting with the December run-up from the 2.5 range, which ran to over 5, more than a double, and then backed off and started to stair step up in the channeling fashion. The pullback in early February reached around the 375 area and just right at the trend line of moving average. Spiked up for 4 days and then backed off for a couple weeks in a flag pattern. Nice orderly one. Started to move back up and then today spiked 61 cents or 11.7% on 390,000 shares, the heaviest volume in about a week and a half. Looks like a quick move up towards 6 3/4 is the near-term target with a secondary target about 8. Junior oil stocks were flying today, and one that we've been watching that broke out last week has been moving steadily higher, and today jumped another 28 cents, although at one point was up as much as nearly 50. Abraxas Petroleum reached a new high today at 595. That's the highest level and it's taken out the highs, by the way. The recent lateral price resistance over the last 5-6 years have been taken out, and apparently a move up towards the 7 range may be doable with a secondary target up around 9.25, the 05 high. But a very, very nice rising channel remains underway. There's the bottom of that channel, and the top of that channel could project as high as, well, let's take a quick look here. Perhaps, yeah, let's call that $7 range the target. AZC, Augusta Resource Corp, was up 44 cents today to 5.25 or a 9% gain. Industrial Metals and Mining Company had been backing off recently, with today's snapback off the 21-day moving average and near the previous highs, projecting a retest quickly of the 569 area, and then but an eventual target around 685. Caribou Coffee had a real spectacular day today. After a nice reversal yesterday, gapped up above the 21-day moving average, and then it spiked up through the declining top sign and the declining 50-day moving average to close with a gain of $1.28 or 14.5%. A significant price volume surge has broken the back of this 4-month down channel, and at this point, 10 3/4, and then 11 in that 10 3/4, 11.25 range, which is resistance, would be our target. Secondary target up around 11 3/4, 11.85 thereabout. Clean Energy's been moving sharply for 3 days. I want to show you the pattern on big volume. Has spiked from about the 1190 area up to over 15. There may be some pullback in this area with support around 13.30-40 area, but eventually I think this one can now turn it around and make it run back up toward that 17 to 18 range for our trading target. Intercom Communications been rising in a nice little rising channel for the last 6 months. Spiked up about a week and a half ago and then flagged for the last 6-7 sessions, about 8 sessions actually. Today it popped 58 cents or nearly 5%, and it appears to be headed near the top of the channel up here around the $15 range, 15 3/4 thereabout. Up next is GGC, that's Georgia Gulf, which was a recent swing trade of ours and remains in play. I have a target around the 34 range. Today up 222 to 31.39 or 7.6%. You can see the cluster of volume in the last 5 days. Some of it to the downside, but a big reversal yesterday on heavy volume. And then today closing at the just near the high for the day, and a new multi-year highs. Stock appears to be headed higher. Again, $34 short-term target. Glue had backed off a bit today, but overall continues to look impressive with this rising pattern, rising channel, good volume and good technicals. I'm expecting this to make it to the 5.5 range for my trading target. Although with this rising wedge here, there's always a danger of a rollover, so keep close tabs on that one. HOS gapped up and broke across this trading range, and is now a Hornback Offshore Services at a 52-week high, and may make a run at the 09 double top right there, which comes in around the 30 range. That's a short-term target. Up next is IDT. We still like this stock. It was up 27 cents today. It remains in a 3-month lateral consolidation trading range, but it's building a big base for a nice move into the mid-30s and then 40 range. But first we got to turn it around, get a spike up in volume, and get this one going. Move across 28, 28.80 in that zone. Could really take this one up. INWK had a good day today with a big reversal. Now it had popped last week, flagged for 4 days, and then rolled over this morning. But from 774 jumped to 860, closing at 852, up 31 cents. But a nice reversal day as volumes continue higher. I have a target on this one around the 9.5 to 10 zone. ISYS is in a beautiful coiling type pattern, and this is a swing trade of ours that I believe breaks out of this and runs up to 14.5 3/4, my trading target on ISYS. KOG today, with some of the junior oils running, for the last 3 sessions has moved up with volume as well and technicals. Today it popped up to as high as 737 before backing off, still up 22 cents on 9 million shares today. At this point, stepping back and looking at the overall channel, I believe there's a possibility that this stock could make it up towards the 9 range and then as high as 11 longer term. NXPI, a stock I believe has extreme upside potential, but has pulled back in the last couple of days. Managed to reverse and close up 69 cents today. I'm looking for a move to the top of the channel, and we have a swing trade on that one at 32.50. Royal was one of the few stocks that held on to a large part of this gain, although it did close at $1.20 off its high. It was still up $1.54 today, or 43%. A big spike has taken this from 205 up to 6.25, basically in 2 sessions. So some rest is in order here, but my target is 7.5 on Royal. SGA in a beautiful little coiling wedging type pattern, consolidation after the big breakaway gap here and short-term run-up, could resolve itself with a breakout above 15 3/4, 16, short-term trading target at 18.5. Samson Oil and Gas, another junior oil that we like, which spiked up at the end of January, has been consolidating for the last couple of weeks, although last 3 weeks before this week, and this week it's starting to edge up higher, as you can see. Today up another nickel, but more importantly, it reached over 3 for the first time in a while. I believe it can extend 4.25 trading target. And that's it for this evening. Tomorrow is Friday, and we'll talk to you next Monday.